Welcome to our second of two videos showing you what it's like to fly business class with Emirates. The first video, link in the top right hand corner, was our flight from London to Dubai on a Boeing 777-300ER, so please give that a look. Here in part 2, we've just left the 777 and we're making our way to the business lounge before we board our second business class flight to Singapore, this time on one of Emirates' giant of the skies, the Airbus A380. We'll show you around the upper deck and give you a feel for what it's like to travel in style on this magnificent aeroplane. We kick this video off in the excellent business lounge at Dubai International Airport. The lounges are in Terminal 3 and this one was enormous. There are 3 business class lounges within Dubai International Airport, and combined they can accommodate more than 4,600 passengers at any one time. It takes up an entire upper level on the concourse. Just to give you an idea of scale, it takes 12 minutes to walk from one end of the lounge to the other. Although I only read this, I didn't actually try to walk from one end to the other, as we didn't have much sleep on the overnight flight because of the turbulence, and so couldn't be bothered. There are areas to eat, drink, relax, take a shower, smoke, plane watch, and even snooze. All that deserves a montage, so here's one I made earlier. We didn't have long here, and the multitude of gold-plated Rolex wall clocks soon told us we had to leave to board our flight. This place was incredible, and we'll definitely be back soon. Anyway, let's talk aircraft. Emirates are the largest operator of the Airbus A380 in the world, with around 115 planes in service. As a business class flyer, you get priority check-in, security and boarding, and you walk straight onto the upper deck from a separate entrance to the lower deck. The upper deck is all first and business class, and it feels like you're on a completely different aircraft. It is wide, spacious, and actually it's best not to think too hard about the huge lower deck below full of people with limited legroom. It blows your mind a little, to be honest. I know I've said this before, but I'll say it again. We have a companion video which reviews the business class facilities on Emirates' other aircraft of choice, the Boeing 777-300. So please subscribe, as it's worth a watch, and we'll try to do a few comparisons here. The A380 differs from the 777 in that the business class seats are spread across the deck on a 1-2-1 formation, whereas the 777 squeezes in a 2-3-2. This means the A380 gives you much wider space, enough for this little side table, which is incredibly convenient and something the 777 sorely lacks. Some of these aircraft are up to 10 years old now, and in terms of tech, compared to the newly refurbished 777s, it shows. Little handheld consoles look dated and are slower than the newer ones, and the screens are smaller and not as crisp and sharp. However, I always bring my iPad loaded with movies, so I never bother with the supplied screen as it never holds up against a full HDR movie experience on my iPad. And just when you think I'm knocking the A380-800's facilities too much, there are advantages that are really hard to beat. The legroom, for instance, is far superior to the 777, and I couldn't touch the end, and I'm just under 6 feet tall. Taller people will have no trouble laying flat here. Also, there's so much more storage around you than in a 777, where storage is virtually non-existent other than the overhead locker. This is a great space for stowing iPads, phones, headphones, and reading materials whilst you take a nap, and it feels more secure too, as it's tucked beside you where nobody can really see it. Also, if you're travelling as a pair, the dividing screen comes almost completely down, so you can whisper sweet nothings into your partner's ear without having to crane forward whilst doing ab crunches, as in the 777. Another fascinating addition to the A380 is the bar at the tail end of the aircraft. It's so surreal that you can stand or sit around an actual bar serving complimentary cocktails and naughty nibbles whilst cruising at 38,000 feet. But we loved it. It's great to be able to stretch your legs without needing to go to the loo as an excuse to get up. As for the food and drink on board, it was as good, if not slightly better, than the 777. There was a wider menu, possibly because it was a day flight. The drinks were still free-flowing, and you have the benefit of the bar at the back for those naughty after-dinner drinks and even more naughty snacks. Overall, it was nothing short of superb. Overall, we absolutely loved our business class experience, and given the chance, we'd travel long haul like this every single time. The staff were brilliant, the food is excellent given where you are, and the drinks are free-flowing and good quality. In fact, they shouldn't call it business class. They should call it, it's the business class. Oh, sorry, that was awful. Please like this video and subscribe, because not only is our channel fantastic for luxury travellers, oh yes it is, we're also really nice people, and we really enjoy bringing you these videos. And by subscribing, you're supporting us in a very small way, but a very significant way. Thank you so much. And see you again.